This week on the Tie-ins.
Get over here. Hadouken Tiger. Uppercut. Counter.
Downer.
Counter.
Fatality.
Counter. Hello and welcome to another mini episode of the Tie-ins. I'm Johnny.
I'm Cartel.
I'm Mike.
How's everybody doing this week?
I had a long week of shows at work, and last night was a big one since it was Patty's Day as a time of recording. And yeah, ready to nice day off. Thanks. Good day off. Let's do it.
You're welcome. Michael, how you doing?
Doing all right. Not a lot going on since last time, other than I went to another comedy night. This one at a winery. Food was
You're so
okay.
bougie.
Yeah, wine was pretty good, and comedy good. Not as good as the last one I was at, but both of the performers were good. So pretty good night.
Did it get better as the wine got better?
I was driving, so no.
Has anybody been playing anything new? Watching anything new?
Oh, I have been playing a little bit of this game called Diablo 4.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
The beta went live yesterday.
Yes.
Are you already level 20?
No, I think I stopped at I was 13 this morning. So
I am almost 17.
yeah, I was 13 when I got disconnected. So
Get back on that grind.
I have the day off today, like I said, and yeah, as soon as we're done here, I'm gonna go back on that.
As am I. I'm not gonna lie. That's where I'll be too.
Got to get that puppy reward. I want that puppy backpack.
Yeah, it's a cute little puppy in your bag.
So Johnny, other than Diablo 4, what have you been up to?
I actually, our dear friend here, Cartel, he informed me that the company that made Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor with the Nemesis system, I can't think of their name right now, Monolith.
Yes.
They are also making the new Wonder Woman game, and it's going to have the Nemesis system. So I'm super excited because I am a pro Nemesis system person. So I hopped back onto Shadow of War, which I had not finished. I beat Mordor, but I never finished Shadow of War. So I'm back into that. It's on Game Pass, so I'm doing that up. I think that's it. That's new for me. I just downloaded Attack on Titan 2 demo, as we all did, I think.
We've been playing some Hunt.
Oh yeah, we've been playing some more Hunt. Still doing that goddamn Predator Hunting Grounds, the broken ass fucking game. Fix your game.
They've moved on.
I know.
Oh, Dead Cells had an update, so I purchased that for the Switch.
Did you hop into that Castlevania update?
I think I don't know how to get into it, so I think I had to play for a little bit. So I've been playing some Dead Cells at my downtime at work, and while waiting for the queue for Diablo.
Right on.
But yeah, I've been putting some more time with my Switch because yeah, I seem to have a lot of downtime at work these days.
Must be nice to just be sitting around getting paid.
Oh, I mean,
I know it sucks. You'd rather be at home. I know.
It's the rock and roll lifestyle of hurry up and wait. Like, hurry up, we got to do this, and then all right, now we just gotta wait for the time to click.
It's a good Lagwagon song too.
Oh
Hurry up
yeah.
and wait.
I mean, that's literally tour life. So yeah.
All right, let's hop right into this week's Getting to Know Your Hosts question. Getting to know your host. So this week's question is inspired by this week's Game Pass game. Cartel, you're our fighting game guy. What is your favorite fighting game?
I gotta go with the Mortal Kombat series. I've played every Mortal Kombat game since it came out on consoles. Pretty much, I'm pretty sure I own them all as well.
Probably on multiple platforms because you do that for some reason.
Probably, yeah. But yeah, no. My brother and I, we got a Sega Genesis, and then we both got fighting sticks for Christmas that year.
Oh,
That's hardcore.
yeah.
Were they metal, weighted ones?
No, they were just like the old 6-button Sega Genesis fighting sticks. I might even still have mine so we originally got the 3-button one fighting sticks, and then the 6-button came out. And so the first Christmas we got the 3-button. The next Christmas we got the 6-button.
And your parents knew you were playing Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
That's weird. Yeah, that
Mortal
doesn't
Kombat,
seem like your parents' kind of move.
Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Eternal Champion. I'm trying to think what other ones. What was the robot one? The robot one for Sega Genesis. Oh man, I'm blanking on it. But we had that one. I mean, I had a lot of fighting games because my brother and I could play them together, and we just went at it pretty much every day after school, before school.
So your
For
parents are okay with blood and guts as long as it's keeping both you and your brother out of their hair.
Did they ever
I
witness a
guess.
fatality?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure they saw us play. But like they knew it was a weird thing of like that they know that that's make believe, but like I couldn't see R-rated movies unless it was like pre-screened by them. It was a weird thing because like I do remember watching Terminator and Terminator 2 all the time.
Well, that's make believe.
Yeah, I don't know. It was very weird, man.
Who was your main?
In what? Which game? What are we talking?
In
Mortal
Mortal
Kombat?
Mortal
Kombat.
Kombat.
Scorpion. I'm a Scorpion. I was
Get
Scorpion. My
over
brother's
here.
always Sub-Zero. So that was kind of always our thing. But yeah, I was always backpack punch, and that's the get over here classic.
Yeah.
Wasn't he
All right.
also the Toasty?
Uh,
Who was Toasty?
that was Toasty
Was
was
it?
like the mode you had to get to unlock Reptile in Mortal Kombat 2, and that was Ed Boon, the what you call it, the one of the creators, just coming in and doing that.
Michael, what is your favorite first person? Or, what is your favorite fighting game?
I would have to say probably Street Fighter, but the one that I don't know. I had the most fun playing with friends in Street Fighter, probably. Maybe Mortal Kombat, but the one that I was actually good at, I was never good at fighting games, but there's an old PC game called One Must Fall, a robot fighting game, and that is the only fighting game that I ever took the time to get good at. Like knew every single special move, could like read the attacks of all the other people and be able to block them. So I'd say probably One Must Fall is my favorite one because that's the only one I ever actually got good at. But that was completely playing by myself on PC. So not the same as, talking shit with your friends playing fighting games like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. So I don't know. Two different experiences.
Right on. I'm gonna have to go with Street Fighter 2 Turbo as my all-time favorite. Oh wait, Mike, who did you main? You already said the Jaguar dude.
Yeah, Jaguar for sure in One Must Fall. In Street Fighter, it's Vega, the guy with the claws.
Okay, that's one of my mains in Street Fighter. Yeah, so Street Fighter 2, I hate fighting games. They are really repetitive to me. I understand it's an art and a science to getting good at them, and that's good for you guys. Keep that. I don't want it. I don't like fighting games. But when I was younger, I played the shit out of some Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I would play Guile. I actually don't know how to pronounce. We said Sagat, but I think it's Sagat. But my actual main that I played with the most because Thousand Hand Slap is awesome.
E
was
Honda.
Yep. E Honda was my dude. But yeah, other than that, I don't like the fighting games.
I'm with
All
you.
right. Well, that was this week's Getting to Know Your Host question. Let's go ahead and hop into this week's Game Passing You By. This week's Game Passing You By game was Guilty Gear Stride, a fighting game. See how the question and the Game Passing You By diddled each other?
Synergy.
They tied in.
What? Woo!
Can you put a laugh track right here?
I have that power. I can also just edit you completely out. So watch yourself. Guilty Gear Strive is a fighting game developed and published by Arc System Works in 2021. It's on Game Pass. We played it. We did not get to play together because it's got really long tutorials that I'm the only one that sat through. So let me just go ahead and get this out of the way. In the multiplayer, you join rooms that are little houses, and you have a little avatar, and you can fight in there, chat in there, and then that's how you join up the fights. Guys, what do you think?
I got as far as making my avatar, and I
Deck
finished.
them out in sweet clothes.
I did. I finished the single player tutorial too. I didn't do the online tutorial, but I finished the single player tutorial and got to do one fight. Can I just say that I didn't do a lot of reading before this game happens, and normally when I play a fighting game, I like to go through the story mode because that's a good introduction to all the characters, a good introduction to their moves. It's a slow way to get decent at a fighting game. There's no fighting in the story mode in this game. It is 5 hours of anime, of exposition on all of the characters, why they're fighting, who they're fighting.
Is it actually animated, or is it them standing on one of the fighting screens?
No, it's actually
a
animated.
Full production anime.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And
that's kind of cool.
It's not bad. I made it about 30 minutes through it before I realized there was no fighting, and I decided to go look it up to see if it was ever going to get to fighting. The answer is no. It's 5+ hours of just story. So wasn't expecting that. Probably would have got to the online tutorial if I had known that I should just skip story mode.
It's a fighting game. You should have known that on your own.
I like story mode in fighting games.
Mike, don't worry, I did the same thing. But after about 5 minutes, I realized that story mode was not the mode I wanted to be playing. So I backed out and went straight into just one-on-one fighting. So I too made that mistake. So it can happen. Because I too thought I'll just pop in and learn how to play some characters in the story mode. And yep, we were wrong.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you do in Mortal Kombat.
Exactly.
This is where I'm coming from.
That is exactly right.
So I hopped into arcade, and arcade has a really weird mechanic where you can die once, like you can lose a fight once, and then whoever you lose that fight to, at some point in time, will jump in and help you in a fight, which is kind of cool. But I couldn't figure out exactly what triggered it and all that. Cartel, we picked this game for you. You're our fighting guy, and you're our metal guy, and this is a metal fighting game.
Yep.
This should be your jam.
It should be. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I had fun. I enjoy fighting games, yes, and this is a classic, just a good one.
I didn't dislike this. I'll go that far. I had fun.
The characters are all like fun and animated, and each one is pretty different. There's a lot of same combos for some people. I mean, not combos, what do you call it? Special moves or whatever. But I mean, that's bound to happen because there's only so much you can do. But for some reason, I still stuck with my guitar playing. I know, I always stick to the ones with the guitar in these games.
Is that the lady with the red hat?
Yes.
I was the lady with the 2 huge swords flying over her head.
Oh, I just died to her in my last playthrough.
Bam Lethal, like Bam Lethal, but I think they pronounce it Bam Lethal something. Bam Lethal Valentine?
I'm seeing Ramlethal.
Ramlethal? Yes, Ramlethal. Yeah, that's who I played mostly.
When I jumped in for the first time, all the characters were unlocked. This didn't happen for you two.
It did not, no.
Off pod. So I had originally picked Testament because they had cool. They look like death, and if I remember correctly, there was a coffin following them around. I think. Guess I should have looked this up before. Guilty Gear. Don't just look up Testament; you'll get the band. Okay, no coffin. I'll edit that part out. But yeah, they have a big sickle. They look like death. So I went for that. But then when I went back in, it was locked. She was locked. So I changed it up. I went with the weird looking dude, the doctor, Faust, with the bag on his head. And let me tell you, his movement and everything, super fucking cool. The way he gets inhumanly low and crawls across the ground. It made me I want an RPG with this dude as the main character. I want Darksiders, but him as the main character. Just an agility-based RPG. I think that would be really awesome. The worst part about this game I'm going to say is every single fight, it does not change. It is that damned eagle, the same damned song as the loading screen, and then it pops you into that mankind knew they could not change society, so instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts. What did that even have to do with anything?
Gotta watch the story mode.
Yeah.
But every single fight,
I know, it was unskippable too, wasn't it?
Yeah, with just different back. No, the eagle's unskippable.
The eagle
because
part,
it's a
yeah.
loading screen, but the talking you could skip. But it didn't matter the background. It was different places every time. It was same goddamn couple of lines, and it bugged the shit out of me. I really wish we had gotten to play this because I think I could have beaten you all because I was button mashing, but I figured out almost all of Faust's moves on my own. It was pretty intuitive if you've ever played a fighting game. So I'm pretty sure I could have rocked you guys.
You just Hadoukened over and over?
No, I knew like 4 or 5 different moves with him. In fact, right before we started recording, I learned a new one where he gets little scalpel fingers and he chops you up for like an 18-hit combo.
Tiger uppercut.
Hadouken!
Yeah, getting combos in this game is a lot of fun. Like, let's see, in college at the old Pennsylvania house, me and our other roommate who bought arcade sticks in college used to play this game. Play the old Guilty Gear X2, I think it was, or X, constantly for a month.
Did you play Killer Instinct?
I think that was Sega, SNES, so I did not play that one.
It's combos in that game were a lot of fun too. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you could have beat me. I did not get good at this game.
I would have liked to have played this game with y'all, but maybe another day.
I have not uninstalled it, which normally I already have by now. No, better than what felt better to me than doing combos was what do they call it when you deflect someone else's move? It would say it on screen.
A parry, a block,
Counter.
Counter. Yeah, when you would counter somebody, that felt good. When you just dead stop their move and hurt them instead.
Oh yeah.
The 2 characters I played, well 3 because you have to play one dude in the tutorial. I couldn't get either. I couldn't block a single thing. I don't know if it was timing. I don't know what I was doing, but I never
figured
blocked
that out.
Single thing.
I figured that out. You should be holding down and back for the block, but
okay.
So if you're holding down and black or down and back for the block, then you'll block everything from the front as well as like as long as they're standing on the ground. But in the tutorial, like as soon as they jumped, you needed to switch to holding just back, and then you would block air attacks. So
yeah,
gotcha.
it's high block and low block. And,
yeah.
And yeah.
Okay.
And it's based
I never
on,
got a single block.
and it's just exactly how Mike described it.
And at the end of every fight, it gives you a little web chart. Is that what those are called? Where it tells you, how you want, like how you did, whether it was defense, heart, attack, or style, I think it was, or technique, not style. And mine was always all the way to heart and attack. There was no defense and no technique because I'm a button mashing fool. But yeah, it is on Game Pass. It is, it's pretty. Cartel, would you recommend playing this game?
Get some friends and play it. Yeah. Story mode, maybe not. Skip the anime if you're not into the game series. But if you like fighting games, sure. But if you got some friends, play it together with them. Couch co-op.
Mackle?
I agree with that. I think you have to like fighting games for sure. But other than that, it seemed well done for fighting game. There was no like input lag that I saw. Like movement felt fine. The special moves, cool animations. There's nothing wrong with it if you like fighting games. It seemed to be done well. So yeah, I could see it being fun with friends.
Yeah. I actually enjoyed it. It's not something I would play long term because, like I said, I do not like fighting games. They feel repetitive to me. Lobbies are definitely still active. I made a lobby for the 3 of us before I knew that you guys couldn't do it without doing the tutorial, and some rando joined. So lobbies are definitely active. Yeah, if you enjoy fighting games, it's a cool fighting game. Metal soundtrack is pretty good. So yeah, I would definitely suggest checking it out. And that would be Game Passing You By. Let's take a little break before we hop into some news. wants to start with the news stories? I once again have more than I should.
I have two.
I've got one. So why don't Mike, you go first here.
All right. This one has to do with a game that Cartel really loves, Magic the Gathering.
What?
And I do not know if or how familiar you are with all the cards or the rarity of cards and the ones that are most sought after, but a Black Lotus card, considered to be the most sought after card in Magic, has sold at auction for a new record of $540,000. Highest ever bid for a Magic card. It is mint conditioned, perfect 10 rating, and the
Just
go ahead.
over 500,000.
Yep. And it is signed, or the case is, the plastic case on the outside is signed by the card's illustrator, Christopher Rush. Only 6 perfect 10 Black Lotus cards exist. So this is one of 6 cards that was put into auction and sold for over $500,000. So a new record there.
I have a story that goes right along with that. Just recently, one of the world's rarest Pokemon trading cards went up for auction. It was the Illustrator Pikachu card. Only 39 copies were ever printed, and it got 0 bids. No one wants the Pokemon cards anymore, apparently.
But that one sold last year for $900,000.
The Pokemon?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Because it's in the same article. So last time it went up for auction, it was for $900,000, and it did sell. But I guess the last time you looked at it, it didn't sell. But that was, how many did you say were made for that card? 30 something?
30. Yeah, I just closed the story. I think it was 39 were ever made.
This Black Lotus card had more than that, but 1,100 cards in the print run. So
yeah, I've heard of the Black Lotus card only because I've played Magic, but I'm not good in any way, shape, or form, and I never got into it. But my partner got into it, so I know of the Black Lotus card through her. But yeah, that's too much money for a card.
It's a lot. Yeah, it is one of the Power 9, the set of 9 cards that have been banned from competitive play. It's a 0 cost card, but it adds 3 mana of any single color to your mana pool. So it's free plus 3 mana.
Yeah, it's pretty good to just hop up the mana tree like that.
Yeah, and you could just play powerful cards super early in the game.
My next story, I'm going to go for Cartel because I have tons of stories. Lemniscate. I played this game. Cartel played this game, but he does not remember playing it. I don't know if you even saw it, Mike. It is a time-traveling multiplayer FPS.
It didn't see this.
Where basically you take turns, you run one dude out, and then that gets recorded. Then you play again, and that character does that, but you're a different character, and you run out and do it again. And it was a weird strategy first-person shooter. We gave it one shot and then gave up because it was too confusing for us because we're dumb. But yes, the servers will be taken offline. It's going down.
It's Yelling Timber.
2021. So only so only 2 years and already gone. And guess what? That's another game that will never be playable again because fucking companies want to hold on to their properties and they're too worried about money instead of the art of the game. And
yeah, I feel like they have to release their server code or their server exes to at least the game preservation nonprofit. I don't remember the name of them right off the top of my head, but the one that works with the Smithsonian, they've got to release those so that the old games remain playable.
Agreed. Cartel.
You remember my news story?
Oh yeah.
All right, you guys ready for this one?
Yes, sir.
In the year of our Lord 2023, Chuck E. Cheese still uses floppy disk to make the animatronic mouse dance. All right, so
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
So real quick though, the subtitle is "Get a Pizza This."
I had fun with that one.
I thought Johnny would like that. So yeah,
I like the pun.
So yeah, the a viral TikTok shows that they're still using 3.5-inch floppy disks to work these animatronics.
Do you remember well, first of all, they can't be profitable enough to pay for the tech overhaul that it would take to change their animatronic system. So I can understand that because they're probably just barely hanging on as a business.
So here's my question. If a new Chuck E. Cheese opens, they have to be not using floppy disks, right? They would have to be. This has to be an old Chuck E. Cheese.
Why do you say that? You can still get them.
Can you still get drives? I guess you can.
Yeah.
But I feel like that costs more.
They have a
I feel
supplier.
like that would cost more.
They have a supplier.
The government also has
all right.
systems like this.
All right. Well, I guess yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And it literally in the article it says like, yeah, if it's not broken, we're not gonna fix it. And the whole thing is literally like it's an offline system. You know what I mean? So there's no like way to hack it.
Yeah.
I can see it. Do you remember that my first roommate
Yes.
in college worked
I know.
for them?
Yes.
And in our laundry closet on the top shelf was a Chuck E. Cheese head, the animatronic head, just sitting above our washing machine, and a trash bag full of tickets.
Man,
Weird guy.
He worked there, or did he just?
He worked there. Yeah,
Okay.
he was the guy that went in after hours to make sure all the games still worked. He like fixed all the games and
That's right.
animatronics.
That's right.
That happened when I was a kid. My father brought home the electronic pinball, not an actual pinball, but the pinball arcade game. I don't know if anybody remembers that. He brought that home to quote fix it. It was fixed within the day, and then we kept it for a couple months, and I just played it nonstop.
Well, still working on it.
That just reminded me of that. It was, like I said, I was raised on games. Michael, what's your next news story there?
Epic Games, creator of the Unreal Engine as well as Fortnite, has.
All right, let me erase this story. Go ahead.
Decided to release their creative tools directly to the players through.
Oh, damn it! I erased the wrong story then. Jump the gun. That's what we do here on the tie-ins. We jump the gun.
So this is basically Halo Forge, except for Fortnite. And I thought they did it in a pretty cool way because instead of making it in-game and trying to figure out how to give them editor access through the game, they just actually did it through Unreal Engine 5 as an add-on there. So you can get the Fortnite add-on for Unreal Engine 5, which is also free. You can just download Unreal Engine yourself on your computer. So this is PC only though at the moment, so you can't do it. I think you can play it on PC. Like I think you can play the work on PC, but the creative tools are PC only. But that's pretty cool because you just get the full power of Unreal Engine instead of whatever limited form that like Halo Forge gives you inside of the editor. They in Halo Forge you don't get the full creative tools that the development team gets, but with Unreal Engine you do get that. So that's pretty cool. You can publish them, and like I said, I think it's playable across PC and console. So pretty cool. I think maybe I'm not too into the Fortnite scene, but maybe the game is dying just a little bit after it was sort of printing money for them for all those years. And this is kind of a cool way to get players still involved, kind of like Roblox and Minecraft, where the game has just evolved so much further than the original game. Just players are sort of making it their own. So I think they're hoping that same thing happens to Fortnite.
Yeah, I don't know if it's dying. I'm pretty sure lobbies are still full all the time, but it's probably not the cash cow that it is.
Right.
And the story that I almost deleted was the Epic Games is being made to pay over $500 million by the FTC over allegations of privacy violations and unwanted charges. So that's a big chunk of change that they got to push out. So
that's true. So what is that from, like making it so easy that kids can just run up huge bills on their parents' credit card?
That's got to be. That's got to be.
Yeah, I would assume, and then also just pushing the
predatory tactics.
Yeah, because I mean, Fortnite basically they may not have invented it, but they perfected the microtransaction and addicting kids too.
Limited time skins. Yeah.
You got to have that brand new skin, man, or you're not cool.
Yeah.
Got to have that John Wick. That's as far as my Fortnite knowledge goes. But yeah, I have 2 more stories here real quick that we'll run through. The game developer Face Punch Studios canceled their appearance at GDC, the Game Developers Conference, because they've been getting death threats. So the makers of
This was Shadow Warrior 3? Who is
No.
this?
This is the makers of Rust,
Oh, okay.
one of the most toxic games. A game basically designed to make you a toxic person. The company is receiving death threats from their players, so they canceled. There must be some serious death threats if they canceled their trip to GDC.
I mean, that is serious toxicity.
Yeah. And my last story here. I don't know if you guys saw this. Nintendo created real life, and I'll link it in the episode description, but I'm sure everybody's seen it. Nintendo created real life Mario boots.
The boots. Yeah.
And what? Have you seen them?
Yes. Why? Just
I
why?
haven't seen them.
They look.
Why?
They look like. They look like.
Oh, I did see those. They were from Red Wing, weren't they?
Yes.
They look. They look like a doll, like a My Buddy.
Or yeah, they were just
boots.
Yeah.
They're horrible. They're nothing. They're like 2 pieces of leather tied together. And they are on display, and people were taking pictures with them. And apparently, I think it's Miyamoto was super stoked on it.
I mean, they look like his shoes. So
I like Red Wings.
But
I don't like these.
but the difference between his boots being animated and his boots in real life, they look like a toy.
so in the photo where it's like with all the plumbing material,
yeah,
it looks fine because it's like, oh, that looks like how you say in context. But like the white background and the dude like the dude with his hands on the boots, no, thank you. Don't need that.
Yeah. So yeah, that was all I had this week. Nobody else has any more stories, right?
Nope. Trying to get back to that Diablo 4.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and shut this down. This might be our first actual mini episode, so Cartel can get back to Diablo 4. I think I might do Shadow of War instead. We'll see. We'll see where I go.
Don't lie.
I mean, I'm really enjoying Shadow of War now that I'm back into it. Converting them bad guys into good guys.
You really gonna
Joining
make me
my
go on a
team.
rant at the end of this podcast of hey man, you just pre-ordered a game, you have access to the game because you pre-ordered it, and you're not even gonna play the pre-order. Get out of
I
here.
have access.
Get
I have
outta
access to it for a couple more days, and all I need to do is get to level 20 to get my my little doggy. I'm already at 16. I was going to let you catch up while I played Shadow of War, and then play with you, my man.
How many classes do you get to play?
There's
3.
three right now in the beta.
You're not going. You're not going to get all 3 to level 20.
No, you don't need to.
I know that. I know you
I don't
don't
want to
need
play
to.
the game while it's not finished. I want Diablo is a game that I want finished. I want the story. I want it perfected.
I
and I want
figured
to slowly
you
go
would want
through it myself.
you would want to figure out the classes though and see how they felt
Nope.
up at level 20.
Nope, I do that on the fly. And then when I'm actually playing, I go slow. I play by myself because I want every little corner of the map, every little story. In the beta, I've been skipping everything. I don't want to know. I'm just getting to 20, get my rewards, and then I'm done. I'll wait till 6/6/23. But yeah, Cartel, I was going to wait and then play with you. Okay, pal?
Okay, I like it. Thank you.
But Mike, you should pre-order. Hop in on this with us.
All right.
You should skip your son's graduation dinner tonight. And
Oh yeah. Let me run that by the wife.
Yep.
She'll be on board for
All
sure.
right.
Get her a
Of course.
copy as well.
Well, I will do that. She played Diablo 3 with me, so she will be on board with that.
That's right. That's right. In fact, my first copy of Diablo 3 was your son that you're going out to celebrate tonight. It was his.
Yep. He didn't take.
No, he's got
RuneScape.
to play. RuneScape to play. The kids these days. All right, we're the tie-ins. I'm Johnny.
I'm Cartel.
I'm Mike.
And we just wasted just a little bit of your time. Follow us at the tie-ins on all social media.
Join our Discord, the link to which can be found on all said social media.
Join our Patreon at patreon.com/TheTie-ins.
And please remember to subscribe and leave us a 5-star review on your favorite podcast platform.
It helps connect us to more listeners like you.
Well, not like you. Better, cooler listeners.